King Trivikramasena walked through the night forest with the silent corpse of the Vetala slung across his back. The Vetala, mischievous as ever, broke the silence.
O king, to pass the time, let me tell you another tale. But beware, if you know the answer to my question, and speak it not, your head shall shatter into 100 pieces. In the town of Brahmasthala, on the banks of the Yamuna, there lived a learned and venerable Brahmin named Agnesvama. He had a daughter named Mandaravati, who was so exquisitely beautiful and gentle that her fame spread far and wide. One day, three young Brahmacubes saw her, and each was struck with passionate longing. They approached her father separately and begged to marry her. When he hesitated, each of them threatened to end his own life by drinking poison milk if she were given to another. Alarmed by their vehemence, Agnes Varman fell into dread and confusion. Fearing to be the cause of anyone's death, he made a grim decision.
Let none of them have her. I will give my daughter to no one.
But fate did not favor hesitation. Not long after, Mandaravati fell ill and died. Her body was cremated on the riverbank, and the three Brahmins were plunged into mourning, each in his own peculiar way. First Brahm built a hut over her funeral pyre, but dwelt there in sorrow, living on alms and refusing to leave the ashes to perform the sacred rites. Thirst-stricken, grief-filled, becoming a wandering ascetic.
One day, while traveling, the third Brahmin came to the house of a Brahmin family and was given shelter. There he witnessed a strange and terrifying scene. A mother, in anger, threw her child into a fire. The child burned to death, but then before the ascetic's eyes, the mother took a book of spells, recited a sacred charm, and brought the child back to life. Stunned and full of yearning, the ascetic waited until the household slept and then stole the book. He journeyed back to the cremation site and found the other two Brahmins still there, one beside the Ganges, the other beside the ashes. "Come," he said, "I now have the means to restore her. Let us try." The three worked together. The first removed the hut, the second laid down the bones, the third recited the resurrection spell from the stolen book. And before their astonished eyes, Mandaravati rose from the ashes, alive and radiant as golden dawn. But now a new quarrel broke out. Each claimed her as his bride. "She is mine," said the third, "for I restored her to life." "She belongs to me," said the second, "for I gave her the final rites." "I never left her side," said the first. "I suffered beside her very ashes. She is mine." Thus they argued. The Vetala ended his tale and asked, "O king, tell me, who of the three is most deserving of her hand? Speak the truth, or your head shall burst." King Trivikramasena pondered and said, The one who revived her gave her life, and so is like a father. The one who performed the funeral rites is like a son, fulfilling sacred duty. But the one who stayed near her ashes, consumed by grief and devotion, he is like a husband. Thus, the first Brahmin is the most rightful of the three. The moment he spoke, the Vetala laughed, tore free from his shoulders, and flew back into the night.
Though the king gave his answer according to perpetual law, it is a judgment based on external functions, not inner truth. For when we look more deeply,
Sitting beside a pile of ashes does not make one a husband. Even a might curl up on a cremation mound, yet no one would call it love.
carrying bones to the Ganges is a mere rite. Even a jackal can carry a bone. That does not make it a son. Reciting a stolen resurrection spell is not fatherhood. It is closer to the work of a healer or a sorcerer, or in this case, and what of their character? Each of them began with, may threaten suicide to force the father's hand, a gesture not of love, but emotional blackmail. Yet when she died, none of them took their lives. Their oaths were hollow, their grief performative. The one who revived her, he stole sacred knowledge, a thief of dharma. The one who carried bones, a man of duty, but not of heart. The one who sat by the ashes, a mourner perhaps, but also some man obsessed, not necessarily loving. None of them proved themselves worth. And the woman herself, she who crossed death and returned, she is not a to be claimed by whoever speaks the right verse or performs the right rite. She has died and lived again. She owes them. She must be to choose, if she chooses anyone at all. She must be free to choose, if she chooses anyone at all.